tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear Venerable Sangha, dear devotees, today we are going to start our intensive meditation program. The Buddha always encouraged for us to practice mental developments. Buddha always encouraged. And also venerables and teachers, they also encourage, please practice, please develop. So following these advices, we all are going to practice continuously. These 10 days we call intensive practice. So we have to determine during these 10 days, maintain this intensive practice. We have to determine. So Buddha's time, many also they practice. Today also many they practice. Venerables who practice the intensive, they get the results. So that following the Buddha's teaching, we try to practice during these 10 days. So that intensive practice, we can have the experience of our concentration and deeper development. First 1 day, 2 days, some difficulties come, but definitely after 1 day, 2 days, you feel very comfortable. This retreat will be different to the others. Reason is now raining season. After rain, the environmental cooling down. So sitting comfortableness is naturally there. Some of the venerables can sit even longer because of this environmental comfortableness. So we determine, all of us determine to have this intensive retreat and continuous practice. Wish all the venerables have the very deep results of the concentration, deep results of the meditation developments and up to the attainments. So the determinations together, we start our retreat so that we little bit remind our Buddha's period, Buddha time. So Buddha time, many venerables, they practice. Two of the venerables, they are very good friends. So they discuss. We go to the far away and practice and attain path portions. They learn meditation methods until the Arahant, they learn under the Buddha. Both the venerables, they go to the far away monastery and now had been practicing. One venerable is heedful, effortful practice. Early morning wake up and start meditation practice. Daytime also continuously practice and night time also until midnight. So then later few hours sleeping, again practice. This kind of effortful practice. So then the venerable determined, we ordain for some reason. We have to fulfill this ordination practice. Buddha also always encouraged us to fulfill our ordination practice. So the venerable determine and practice. Venerable see his friend not practicing. Together they determine and come, but he is not practicing. He is heedless. Because in India, some period of time, the weather is very cold. So that venerable that collect some firewood and making the fire, put on fire, and also making the body warm up, heat up. This way venerable had been spending with some other venerables, had been talking and spending time. Night time, early go to the room and sleeping, long time sleeping, many hours sleeping. This kind of habit venerable had. The friend understood, other venerable understood, the venerable is heedless. They go to the venerable and say, Venerable, we come for some reason. Buddha also advised to achieve some Dhamma. So heedless practice no use, better heedful. Says, yes, friend, yes, I will do it. he accepts, but not doing it. Same way, few times advice, but no works. Then other Venerable think, no use of advising, I do my work. Venerable had been doing. After some time, Venerable got some calmness. The meditation, immediately not getting the results. It takes a little bit time. Not only the meditation, whatever you do, immediately no results. Even you plant something, immediately no fruits. Sometimes late only fruits come. Similarly, meditation also, it takes a little bit time until it matures. So whenever meditation power getting mature now, calmness, comfortableness, so maintain same effort, later brightness, later deeper concentration. So whenever got deeply concentrations. So after that, converted to the Vipassana practice in order all the Vipassana knowledges. So later could attain up to the Arahant. Venerable could attain Arahant. Not the normal Arahant, together with the four supernormals. Chatupattisambhida together, Venerable attain Arahant. So the Venerable now is happy with his attainment. After Vassana, all the Venerables go to the Jetavana monastery, pay respect Lord Buddha. After paying respect, they sit one side. The Buddha, like the father, asking some their living conditions and practicing conditions. Buddha asked Venerable, how you had been living during the Vassana? And also how is the practice? Is it fulfill your practice? Buddha asking, what are the results of the practice? Venerable says, yes, we had been living comfortable. So that Venerable, Heedful Venerable said, oh, my friend, we both together go, but my friend is heedless. But my meditation, my practice got better, I got the results. But my friend didn't get because he is heedless. He not practice. The daytime also not practice, he spend time for warming up body. Nighttime also early sleeping, is heedless. That time Buddha asked Venerable, is it true? Yes, Bhante, it is true. Daytime also I spend more time with the firewood and also warming up. Nighttime early sleeping, long time sleeping. The Buddha says, this heedless, so that you cannot develop this practice in the heedless. And also long time sleeping, also you cannot develop your practice. And also that weak horse cannot go the journey. So that wiseful one only can go this journey, can attain path portions. So Buddha says your journey as like the very weak horse. By focusing it, Buddha explained one is more Dhammapada verse. Appamatto pamattesu suttesu bahujāgaro abalassaṁ sīghasso hitvā yāti sumedhaso. That wiseful one, they understand the heedful and heedless, and long-term sleep and short sleep, and also weak horse and effortful horse. They understand, they follow heedful practice, and they can attain path portions. So Buddha explained, wiseful, they do so. So here is valuable things for us, heedful and heedless, and long sleep and short sleep, and also the weak horse and the effortful or energetic horse, and also that wiseful person who understands this Buddha's teaching. So these few factors there, so we determine to continue this practice together with the heedful energy. So we wish all of us may able to fulfill all this practice and attain deeper concentration and attain all the path, portions and Nibbana. Here the Buddha explained few words. One is Appamatto. Appamatto is heedful. So generally we know meaning. Appamatto we all know. But detailedly we have to understand what is Buddha says this Appamatto, so that how we develop Appamatto. No delay or no late, we are doing effortfully something we call Appamatto. That's also correct. But here Appamatto means training wholesome object together with the effortful energy is called Appamatto. You are training wholesome object continuously doing it, it is Appamatto. Actually all the wholesome object is Appamatto, but wholesome object continuously training, it is the main Appamatto. So all the wholesome in the Buddha's teaching, all inside this Appamatto. If anyone trains Sila, continuously train this Sila, effortfully train this Sila, Sila become Appamatto. If anyone train meditation object, continuously train meditation object become Appamatto. So if anyone train some other duties, effortfully train in this duty, again train in this duty, it become Appamatto. So if anyone chanting, every day doing this chanting, effortfully doing this chanting, it becomes Appamatto, Heedful. So if anyone doing some other puja, bodhi puja, these things, effortfully doing, it also becomes Appamatto, Heedful. So that Appamatto means effortfully we are training wholesome object. Why Buddha so encourage us to have the Appamatto? What are the benefits? Buddha knows it is very clear. Very clearly Buddha knows if anyone train this wholesome object, their life can convert. If anyone have the wholesome object, life can convert. No wholesome object, life cannot convert. How the life can convert? The wholesome object, when you are training, again training, effortfully training, so that your blood is effective. Your mind is work with the blood is more active. Earlier blood weaker, some of the unnecessary cell, dirty cell, that so wasted cell there, blood cell there, not active. Now, because of the mind, very strong mind, wholesome mind, your blood cell become all healthier. Blood become more brighter. So this healthier blood got very good healthier hormones. These hormones activate your brain some part. You know the brain have the, we call third eye inside the forehead. Got one area we call third eye. This area normally not active for the beings. When you are not doing some other works, not active. Only the Appamatto person can activate it. So when they are practicing, so they can activate this part. How the activation? Your mind first. When the mind powerful, that blood energetic. So energetic blood produce energetic hormone. This hormone can activate this brain, this part. So later you feel some calmness, little bit comfortableness. Sometimes you feel some of the vibration. You feel like the body little bit floating, little bit opening up. Means your brain, that part had been opening up now, had been activating because of your blood. Blood got energy because of your mind. Mind got energy because of your practice, Appamatto, Heedful practice. Let your all the nerve systems activate, you feel very softer, very comfortable, floating. Earlier didn't have this ability. Earlier you feel very tense, very difficult. Now, because of this Appamatto practice, you feel very comfortable, you feel like you are floating on a sky, some brightness. Sometimes you feel like you are inside the object. These abilities come because of the Appamatto practice, Heedful practice. So Heedful so valuable. You can see during these 10 days. Many of you already seen. You can see during these 10 days. You can continuously train. Later you can see your mind go to the very deepest level, calmness, comfortableness and brightness. All these come because of this your Heedful practice. So this heedfulness very important, continuously heedfulness very important. So that is very important. So to maintain wholesome object, effort necessary. Without effort you cannot do. So effort necessary. Buddha no valuability, it encourage venerable to do it. Many venerable they are doing, many of them they got the results. So we also determine to have this heedful practice, Appamatto practice and have the deeper meditation results. So the Buddha says the pamada we understand. Pamada is heedless. So if anyone go to the meditation sitting and they are a little bit focused in meditation object, then more wandering thoughts, allow to the wandering thoughts, sitting time, walking time, another time, all the time, allow wandering thoughts. This is called pamada. Little bit trying is little bit of pamada have, but more pamada. That little bit heedful, but more heedless. This kind of venerable never develop, never can experience with the blood activation and brain activation and also tranquilities, never experience. Some venerable continuously maintain objects. So these venerable only they can have these abilities. So we have to understand. If we go for meditation practice, continuously have to train meditation object. If difficult time, any of the wholesome object, we reflection, any of the wholesome object, we reflect. So this way we maintain wholesome objects so that gradually your heedful energies become better. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you feel more better. Walking time, sitting time. So this energy is necessary to activate our brain, activate our tranquilities, activate our deeper concentrations. So this heedless part we have to understand. So that some venerables they are practicing because of the teachers encouraging, and also they don't want to practice. This kind of venerable or this kind of practitioners, they never develop. They have to understand why we this practice. With this practice necessary for me. I have to experience this practice. So they understand and they practice more is necessary. So here that second word Buddha explained that suttesu bahujāgaro. Suttesu is that sleeping more, some sleeping more. That means that effective for the life. Buddha know it. Bahujāgaro that means sleeping, that controlling sleeping. That means 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, limit sleeping unless you have sickness. What is the benefits of this less sleeping? If less sleeping, you can maintain your mind active, your brain active, your blood active, very easily maintained. If you too much sleep, your mind also not active, and also blood also not active, brain also not active, you cannot have the concentration. So less sleeping is better. That's why Buddha says that training, less sleeping. If in any case you have some sicknesses, some reason, if you want to sleep longer, better you break it into the 2 or 3 conditions. 2-3 hours sleep, then wake up and little bit practice, and again sleep. This way is better. If not continuous sleep, your blood not active. You can measure how your blood is. Morning wake up time, you feel very comfortable, pressure means your sleeping is good, your object is very good. Morning wake up time you feel very difficult, very drowsy, means that you are sleeping not balanced, your practicing object not balanced. This way you understand. Practicing, it is necessary to control our sleeping. Early morning wake up, if difficult to meditate, at least do some chanting, some wholesome objects. So this way we maintain wholesome, less sleeping is more helpful, our Buddha says. Why Buddha encourage less sleeping venerable? They can have blood activation, they can easily maintain meditation object, and also they can easily open up all the nerves, they can easily open up their concentration power. More sleeping one, that their brain getting weakened, brain capacity, brain power getting weakened because blood weakened. So that their brain damage very easy. After 40-50 years, brain damage very easy. Most of us, after 50 years, brain get damaging. For them, more faster brain damaging. So that lost the conscious, so lost the memories, this kind of thing more fast than others because of the too much sleeping. So that you know that less sleeping and more active people, you can see even 80-90 years is still more active, more alert because of their effortfulness, because of their less sleeping. So less sleeping is more helpful. So we determine to control our sleeping and more maintain our practice. So then later you can maintain that your brain active, your life active, and energy active. So the Buddha encouraged us to maintain our practice, continuous practice. Together with the Buddha's advice, we determine and to maintain, develop our practice with the 4 bases of mindfulness, Kayanupassana. That focusing bodily object we call Kayanupassana. Focusing your breath, Kayanupassana. Focusing bodily parts, Kayanupassana. Focusing the 4 elements, focusing food contemplation, focusing your body posture, all consider Kayanupassana. We can train. You can train that Kayanupassana during this period. Any of the object, Anapana or any of the object. Vedananupassana is the feeling you are focusing, feeling. Inside the object, it is feeling. Your breath inside feeling. You step inside the feeling. We call Vedananupassana. Chittanupassana is this mind. When you are focusing breath, focusing mind you are focusing. Then when you are step focusing mind you are focusing, or step movement mind. Thinking mind you are focusing. It's called that Chittanupassana. Dhammanupassana means ingredients you are focusing. Inside one object, many ingredients. For example, breath. When you are focusing, many ingredients. You have many material moving inside. And also many mental factors, mind and mental factors moving there. Mind and mental factors that are continuously there. Many dhammas there inside the object we call Dhammanupassana. Many ingredients. That steps you can see, your body, step you are focusing, your leg, many material. And also many mentalities, billion of material and mentalities there. This Dhamma contemplation called Dhammanupassana. When you are thinking, inside there are many mentalities and many materialities, we call Dhammanupassana, ingredients focusing, Dhammanupassana. So any of the way you can train your meditation practice during these 10 days. Kayanupassana or Vedananupassana or Chittanupassana or Dhammanupassana or any of the meditation objects or one or few you can train. So during this training period, if you're difficult to maintain one object, you can time to time you can change few minutes other objects. So any of the way you try to maintain wholesome object. Beginning necessity is not to maintain one object. Beginning necessity is maintain wholesome object. Some they think have to maintain one object, not necessary. One object is very important later. Beginning necessary is maintaining wholesome object. If Anapana difficult, little bit Anapana practice, little bit some other practice. This way maintain wholesome object is very important. So later on, when the mind calming down, you can go to the one object and maintain until the deeper concentration comes. So during this retreat period, we determine to have this kind of experience, deeper mental power and deeper concentration power, wisdom power, and wish all of you to fulfill your practice and attain all the path, portions and Nibbana. We share the merits. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idang ho nyate nang ho tu sukhita hontu nyateyo. Idang ho nyate nang ho tu sukhita hontu nyateyo. Idang ho nyate nang ho tu sukhita hontu nyateyo. Ettavata camme sampatam punya sampadam. Sabbe deva anumodanto sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodanto sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe sattha anumodanto sabba sampatti siddhya. Akasatta ca bhummatta deva naga mahittika. Punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu sambuddha sahasanam. Cirang rakkantu sambuddha desanam. Cirang rakkantu sambuddha savakam. Cirang rakkantu mamparante. Asming vihare carame adivatta cam. Anumoditva imam punyam rakkantu jina sahasanam. Sabbe satta ca majjata ita ca ahita ca me. Anumoditvā imam puññam puññantu amatam padam Imina puñña kammena māme bāla samāgamam Satan samāgamo tu yāva nibbāna pattaya Imina puñña kammena māme bāla samāgamam Satan samāgamo tu yāva nibbāna pattaya Imina puñña kammena māme bāla samāgamam Satan samāgamo tu yāva nibbāna pattaya Imāya dhammānu dhamma patipattaya buddham pujimi Imāya dhammānu dhamma patipattaya dhammam pujimi Imāya dhammānu dhamma patipattaya sangham pujimi Addhā imāya patipattaya yāti jara maranam parimuññissāmi Kāyena vācā cittena pamādena Accayaṁ kamame bhante gori pañña tathāgata Kāyena vācā cittena pamādena maya katam Accayaṁ kamame dhamma sandittika kālika Kāyena vācā cittena pamādena maya katam Accayaṁ kamame sangha puññakketta anuttara